So
In
now it's time
three,
to breathe
two,
life into myself, and hello there, kitty cat. Right off the bat.
in three, two, one.
Action.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Powerwash Simulator. I'm Jack Kronos with my co-host slash co-streamer Shane, and Dream decided to join in as a guest. We're gonna continue on with the Warhammer 40k maps.
I know I caught to a little bit of laziness. I was gonna see if I could get the filter people use for the Mechanicus, and then I just didn't. I got distracted with
Yep.
many things.
I forget if this one has a.
Yellow nozzle, white.
Oh, is that what it was?
At first I thought that was gonna be awful, and then I remembered, wait, we always use the yellow nozzle.
Yeah. All right, let's get to work.
Is that the Final Fantasy VI Magitech armor?
Nope,
No,
it's Warhammer 40k.
Oh, it's Warhammer?
Possibly this is a Stormbolt bolter, which is basically the lighter end of the mech infantry. Usually the Imperium just use it for intimidation, if anything. But they like their tanks. They're like Rogel Dorms, they're like Lehman Russes. But like, it's a mech. Warhammer very much runs on like Rule of Cool, and like there are many moments where a mech is just cool.
One of these days we'll get our own real life ones, and then it'll be terrifying.
Well, they exist, they're just like wholly impractical now.
Mm.
That was
still
staged as
remem-
fuck, but we had a mech fight like 10 years ago.
Hello.
Hey, Crash.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Crash.
You guys remember when we had that? Someone made a literal real life Gundam, but they couldn't. But they had to take it apart because it was an actual. It was technically an actual working one.
Yes.
It was more like a giant puppet, honestly.
One of my favorite Tamino stories comes from that Gundam statue. Because Tamino really wanted it to do a double peace sign. And for some reason it couldn't do that. And it was the
Really?
staff like doing a bit of a mock apology to Tamino about that.
Didn't have enough articulation in its fucking arm, in its hands.
Or would have
And
thrown off the
fingers.
weight on the hands. I know, there's like some long complex engineering reason why it can't do a double peace sign. I don't really care, to be honest. The fact that
Which
the
means it
Gundam
can't- it
moves
would-
it all is enough for me.
Yeah, it means it just couldn't support its own weight.
Like, there is also a unicorn statue in Shibuya. And randomly out in the farm somewhere in America, there's a Zeta Gundam. Which looks a lot less detailed, but like, the Zeta Gundam was just some farm guy, so...
Mm.
Like, if you want mechs in Warhammer, you go to the Tau. But they are very stereotyped as the anime mech faction. So I think that we're doing this week, cause Games Workshop, we released a whole bunch of old Warhammer games on Steam. One of which
Really?
was the Warhammer Halo Killer, Start the Tau. It's not very good.
Yeah. Oh well, it's good to have it for game preservation.
Yeah. Like, it's why the brand didn't take off until relatively recently. Warhammer video games were not very good until, I want to say, 15 years ago? Like, circa late PS3 era.
Mm. It seems the ones that do the best are the one with Titus.
Yeah. Though there's also bolt gun, which did pretty well. And
How do
bolt
you
gun
have that
is.
game? I need to play it.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, but I'm not a big fan of boomer shooters.
Oh, Nicholas, are you cleaning alone or are you cleaning with the other person? I'm cleaning with my co-host.
Aye.
Isn't there like an add-on to it that basically kind of makes it like Time of the Dead almost?
Yes. It's great. So from what I
That's
understand,
crazy. They made that add-on. That's nice.
in the base game, there is a... Sorry, I should say, in the bolt gun base game, there's a button dedicated just to flagging off Xenos. From what I understand, the typing mod puts in a lot of those actual sentences. Like, I forget the name of the bolt gun protagonist, but he is xenophobic even by the Imperium standards.
Yeah, I love the Warhammer universe, but my god. The more you delve into it, the more you realize how fucked everything is.
Yes. It's part of why fantasy needed to become Age of Sigma. But where fantasy was going, it was either going to have the world improve to the point where the war might not be a needed thing, or demons were going to invade and just GG fams. So how Games Workshop handled that with the end times was less than ideal. Because there is a faction that is just like Vikings. They worship chaos. Their numbers just tripled because reasons. And a lot of Warhammer fans have complaints about that specifically. Like, I do feel like if the old fantasy universe had gone off on like a better note, I feel like Age of Sigma would not have as bad of a hand as it does. But that's why now it's a bit of a vicious cycle on the fantasy end. Cause fantasy was winding down, like plot-wise, they rebooted it for Age of Sigma. Because they handled it so poorly, Age of Sigma had a negative connotation for it for about half its life at this point. So Games Workshop rebooted the old fantasy under the Old World label. So now Age of Sigma is just kind of the unfavored for two parties. Like, I'm not a Warhammer Fantasy, like, tabletop player, but I feel so sorry for the Beastmen players. Because to give the old world factions that are, like, their own, the Beastmen just got completely destroyed in Age of Sigma. Basically, Warhammer, like, when you break it down, is very much a mess under the hood as well.
Well, you guys are almost done with that thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have to say goodbye to the mech.
Well, who knows? Maybe the next one will be better.
And before actually a fucking Imperial Knight.
Well, that'd be something. There we go.
I mean, I'd celebrate, but I also dread it because Imperial Knights are fucking huge.
That's, yeah.
Oh, Crash, just wanted to let you know, while they're playing that, I've actually been doing more exploration with a game I recently got and excited for. We were talking about it before the stream started.
Yeah, just the way you said exploration maybe for you ago talked to Christ about E33.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
That's expedition.
That's expedition, not. Yeah. So I've been playing. So we were talking about We were talking about Talents and Friends, and I've been playing the Wonders of Solar's game. That basically goes through some of the scenarios throughout the seasons. Oh wait, she's not. She must be away from her computer. I don't
Got it.
hear.
No, we did it. Thank
would
fuck.
make sense if he did, because he's not a Warhammer fan.
Oh wait, no, we didn't.
What?
Oh no. Did you not get the extra thing?
I didn't.
No.
Oh shit. What does that mean?
It means that one of us has to go get it off screen.
Well, both of
Damn.
us.
Unless we double back, like, later in this series. I know, up to Jet. He's the one, like, leading the charge.
Is the Warhammer 40K like one of the pay DLCs?
Yes, it is.
Damn, that's one I don't have.
I would hurry up on that if I was you, because it sounds like the DLC packs are going to start slowly going away.
He knows.
Really?
Oh yeah, don't mind me.
Well, he knows. It's the Square Enix specific ones. He knows that.
Yeah, but like I imagine, like from one, or going to come.
No,
As life
no,
starts to run out.
it's specifically just the Tomb Raider and Midgar ones.
It's because that Powerwash is moving away from Square Enix
Huh.
as their publisher.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But like I do think that the licensed DLC packs are on a timer.
Yep. It's no different than what was it? What's that? What's the
Oh, World of
game
Dawn.
that has all the horror icons in it?
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Hey, that's no
oh,
achievement check.
I forgot. Did you guys do the SpongeBob one already?
Yes,
Yep.
we did.
Damn it! I also have that one.
I mean, up to Jed. We can't just like bonus missing it in free play.
In the
Mostly
Rogal Dawn battle tank. Yep, we got in this one. We've got to fucking complete the stowed shovel first.
Oh! Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? We are literally looking for the haha funny shovel. Now, if I was a suicidal idiot, where would I stick my shovel? So, pipe went.
I've clicked it, so wherever it'll.
There we
it'll
go,
pop up.
stone shovel. And let me guess, Krieg? Yep, Krieg.
Very nice.
You know, you're talking
Oh, was it?
about Warhammer's universe being very fucked.
Where is it? Oh,
It's
here.
right
Oh,
here.
damn.
Why is that there?
I was starting to tell that story. Well, it's like standard issue, but like there's a special connotation to shovels in Warhammer. There's a planet called Krieg in Warhammer. Do not go there. It is a fucking death world. I believe the air
Sounds like-
itself is like acid or something like that. The humans that went over to Krieg to occupy, they're all dead. Krieg guardsmen are clones of clones of clones of clones and clones. This has made them extremely suicidal.
And stupid, because if all you do is clone of clone of clone, eventually the clone, the final, like those clones become dumber and dumber. It's no
Sound like
different than programming.
lemmings.
Not
Mm.
wrong, though I don't think they're getting dumber.
No, lemmings aren't stupid. The reason people think about lemmings as stupid is because
Blame
of
Disney
that.
for that.
Yeah, it was the dumb Disney documentary where they actually chased the fucking lemmings off the fucking cliff to make
I'll
it
say hello again,
to
Crash.
prove that the lemmings are stupid and that they commit
Really?
Sudoku.
Wait, they really did that?
Yes,
Yep, it's proven.
That's fucked.
yes
Yep.
it is.
Also, welcome back, Crash.
Did I finish the story about Krieg?
I've been here the whole time, by the way.
She's probably just
Oh.
been focusing.
Anyway, with most Imperial regiments, if you kill their commissar, they're going to celebrate. Because the commissar is generally like the least hated person. Think you're like middle manager at work. With
Ugh.
Krieg, if you kill the commissar, suddenly, like, what little chains are left keeping the Krieg guardsmen alive are gone. So they will pull out their shovels and just charge the front line. Hence why they are known as the Death Corps of Krieg. Like, the guardsman is essentially the kid on the lease, and if that goes, you've basically just got a whole bunch of depressed suicide bombers.
For the Emperor!
You mentioned Big E, but like, I feel like he cries over the very idea of Krieg.
Oh no, I don't doubt that.
Like, why the Imperium is the way it is ultimately the Emperor's fault. But like, he did have like noble ideas. Like, it even pointed out to him, okay, you've destroyed the religion of the world. In your eyes, humanity is now going to be, like, more focused on, like, logic and science.
But they still
what
worship you as a god.
Yeah. When he was alive, the Emperor was like, my people are smarter than that. They won't...
Nope.
They'll be smart enough to realize I am not a god, despite the fact that I act like one. And, well... Yeah... That priest should have put a fuck ton of money on that. Like, I forget what it's called, but that story where the Biggie and that priest debate is such a good example of, like, unintentional good writing. Because the writer said in interviews that, like, he went to this, like, anti-religion. When, like, it is, but it's also very anti-emperor. So it still works in the story. Like the brand's equivalent to Watchmen with, What's? The block guy?
Who's who? Oh, I know, I think it's someone.
Warsaw test?
Rorschach.
Warsaw, thank you.
Yeah, because it's based on the Rorschach test. Isn't he a massive, like, RAPIST?
Yep.
Oh God.
Because...
Yeah.
Was it Frank Miller? Designed him after a guy that he hated. And, like, among, like, putting in, like, traits like that, yeah, grape. Put in, like, actual, like, quotes from that guy into what's speech. And unfortunately, when it came time for, like, people to read Watchmen, they started, like, going, hey, wait, Warsock's right.
I agree with Rorschach.
Yeah. Like, Watchmen is a brilliant story, but, like, Warsock's popularity to this day is one of the biggest self-owned in the entire medium.
I mean, it's no different than Slade Wilson if you go back to his old story with the Teen Titans and his thing with Terra, with one of his earliest stories. It's like people are going to know him for that, for the Judas Contract, and they're going to call him a pedophile.
Yep.
Which is why I think they try to reorganize that story at times, but I think that sometimes they just end up going back to the same thing for the story itself. I think the only version of that story that's worked in a new light was in Young Justice, because he trained Terra to be his protege, and there was no like romantic connotations or anything creepy in that.
I feel like the original
But,
Teen Titans series did the broad strokes enough that I would count it, but like, it was very broad strokes.
Yeah, because in the Judas Contract movie, they make Terra more affectionate and with Slade.
Yep.
He obviously doesn't give a shit about it, but it's like the fact that you're still referencing it even then is still creepy.
Oh, because it is a big part of both. It's a big part of the story and a big part of Terra in relation to the comics' character. like, see is that teenagers made a lot of mistakes, and at the end of the day, paid the price for those mistakes.
Mm. I think she just dies at the end of the Judas Contract movie. She kills herself.
In most adaptations of Judas Contracts, he does.
And the only one she didn't do that was in Young Justice. That's because there was a bigger story going on.
I wonder if we'll ever get the second Terra in any sort of animated format. But I miss her, cause like her and Power Girl had very fun relations. But they were just basically like bros. Or sisters, I guess. Like the second Terra hasn't shown up in well over a decade by this point. He's just kind of an extra
Probably just
character.
forgotten. More of just a forgotten character at this point. A legacy character, maybe.
But like, I don't think modern comics like Power Girl, let alone like her friend groups or her extras.
It's just sad.
Yeah. I was talking about it earlier today over the Avatar leaks, but like, I feel like a lot of people don't really remember how much damage was caused by like the 2010s and certain groups. But like,
Yeah.
I understand, like, that new movie is based on comic books without some of the, like, stupider plot points.
Which means you have to read some of the comics, which I want to, I just haven't had the chance.
They're not very good. One of my lasting memories was them, like, trying to sync, like, every relationship to, like, start that, like, will they, won't they again. And then Core, like, made hard fact, like, some of those relationships, so they, like, rushed out to fix that.
I've been loving the people seeing Toph in the leak. And,
People gaslighting her into having bigger boobs.
yeah.
Oh,
I
jeez.
made a comment saying she has finally become Melon Lord.
Oh God.
The second one of her just, like, dropping, and then, like, faking. That's very obviously fake, but, like, that first one of her just, like, staring smugly. That actually does look really real. Like, when you look at it side by side, it's obvious which one is fake, but, like, the side by side is a little bit hard to get your the side by side is a little bit hard to see right now, thanks to, like, how very litigious Viacom is over those leaks.
They haven't done anything about those leaks.
Really?
They've
'Cause I've
not
seen,
given
like,
in to anything.
6 re-ups just taken down, like, just today.
Like, I'm talking more about, like, Paramount hasn't said anything. They
Oh,
haven't bothered.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they care enough.
But, like, some animators had been out saying things, like, trying to get people to not watch the movie, like, whipped. And they've been getting, like, made fun of. Which, like, I get the bad blood when it comes to that movie, but, like, the animators didn't do anything. Like, I don't care if you watch the movie or not, because I'm not gonna, but, like...
I think my only problem with the movie was the constant needing to just hire all Asian actors, fuck the original cast,
Yeah, I feel like that's where
And
the
also-
bad blood
and
comes
also-
from.
and also make sure you hire a blind voice actress.
But the
for
fact
Toph.
that they had to
I'm
dig
a-
out a lady from retirement is so damning. I keep seeing people support it by saying, like, the original show was years and years ago, and the characters are now older, but, like... Then
But
what happened
this
to
is
the
an older
actors?
show.
Yeah.
This is a movie with the older cast, so it makes sense to bring the OG cast back to voice the characters.
Like, yeah, it's been, like, what, 20 years, but, like, the actors have grown old as well. We haven't just frozen them in stasis.
Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, I get their I understand their want for more correct like actors for the live action, you know, for correct
Oh,
things.
live
like, that
action
makes
I
sense.
get.
But
Just
for VA,
animated is
anyone
like-
could voice the characters. Voice acting is the one true last piece of freedom where people can voice act anybody they want.
Like, Samurai Jack is the cliche one, but, like, did anybody care that Strawberry Shortcake was voiced by a black woman?
I forgot about that.
Oh, there's
Well,
no
there's
real
that,
reason
or
to care about it.
There's also the fact that DW, Arthur's sister, was voiced by a boy constantly.
Like, as long as you can do convincing, then, like, no harm, no foul, as far as I can see. Like, yeah, you can look at the cast list, but, like, only, like, nerds, for lack of a better word, are gonna do that. But, like, if I go to some dude on the street and say, I know all these Looney Tunes characters were voiced by the same dude, most I'm gonna get is like, oh, that's neat. And they just go back to the day.
Yep.
But god, this tank makes me want to play another Warhammer game. I think next, like, big Steam sale, I should keep an eye out for, like, the first Space Marine or something.
Apparently, the new Steam sale is a whole bunch of Neptune games. Neptune,
Yeah, I really want to jump on that, but at the same time I want to save money for the Legacy of Batman game. Which, thanks to that news about Absolute Batman, I kind of want to do Absolute Batman as the Avatar next month. But at the same time, it's like, there's so many good designs in that.
What happened in Absolute Batman?
What?
What happened in the Absolute Batman?
The Absolute Batman got confirmed for Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Oh, fuck yes.
I saw some people, including one in the HSC chat, say, like, they should have been a big fig. Like, that would require, like, whole new animations. Like, even if they just reuse, like, the Hulk animations from the Marvel games, like, you're still gonna have to, like, put in exceptions, like, load up these animations for, like, through Absolute Batman. Like, for the actual comics, most has happened, to my knowledge, is just, like, we got, like, the faces of the Robin Sentai team. Where it's, like, Dick,
Focus
Jason, Tim, Duke, and Stephanie. With Duke being there means that we'll never see an absolute signal, but, like, I'm fine with that.
No. I mean, never say never.
Unless they find, like, a Damien to, like, fill in the blank that would be caused.
Joker's son.
I've been told that's the angle they've been going with Jason.
That's horrific, but actually that makes sense. Because Darkseid would be that fucking petty.
Yeah. Like, when I see that that's true, it's just a matter of time before Jason gets crowbarred, but like... I feel like that's
No, it'll
just
be a
a given
steel.
with
It'll be a giant curved steel beam.
I just had the mental of it just dropping like a piano in a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah. I was thinking like he gets whacked with it.
Also, I just realized I forgot to talk about it. The Rugal Dorms are basically your bread and butter for the Imperium tanks. If there's a problem the Imperium is in, if it can be solved with tanks, like, they will throw Rugal Dorms at it. I believe it's always been named after the Primarch Rugal Dorm. But if I remember correctly, there's a little bit more to it lore-wise. But I'm struggling to remember what that is. Like, Wiggle Dorm is one of my favorite Primarchs, but like... Next to Speech is really not wrong with its version of Wiggle Dorm. No. I choose not. Dorm, could you say like more than one sentence?
No,
It is
I choose not.
unnecessary. Like, you would unironically get a better conversation out of the wall. Like, the man was a really talented general. Also, hello there, Blondie Cat.
Monty?
Yeah, it makes sense for Blondie to start showing up this time.
Monty's adorable.
Yeah,
Another biter.
yes he is. So I was talking to the neighbor earlier today. Apparently Blondie doesn't do that to him. Which, at
That
two,
is so
Blondie?
unfair.
You okay, Crash?
It's just a love bite.
Mm-hmm.
The neighbor also mentioned another cat. Like, I hope that, like, the two don't fight.
Would explain the injuries Blondie had at one point.
Well, I still think it's one of the strays. So I've got no proof, but I still find it really funny how, like, when Blondie got, like, the big scar, suddenly one was missing an eye. Like, there's no proof that they're related, but, like, why is it around the
Blondie
same
won.
time?
Blondie didn't take
That's
no
hella
prisoners.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Peace was never an option.
Definitely one of those
So it would
cats.
seem. Mm-hmm.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I think I'm gonna cause problems on purpose.
Which you joke, but that's basically him. It's very fun when, like,
Wow.
I'm streaming or trying to do a pre-recorded bit and it's like, yes, Blondie? Ah, you're biting me.
Please stop biting me.
Why are you biting me?
What did I do this time?
Feed me. Your bowl is full. Feed me.
Feed me. I'll call the cops.
Oh god, like that one guy.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's the stallion.
That poor guy.
The stallion?
I think it's Jason the Stallion or Justin the Stallion, one of the two. The guy just is. People put him as basically the capybara of celebrities, where he just hangs up with all these impressive folks and shit, and could just talk with them and just chill with them. He did a video where it's like he was reacting to the whole, feed your cat only this much, blah blah blah, and he showed a thing of like he tried that. His cat
Oh, I see where this is going.
basically went to the phone, called up the fucking animal protection shit. Say you try that again, I'll fucking destroy you.
Bed track wheel, stored ammo box, and stored wards. The presented track wheel is not one of these. These are fuel drum. So when we look for this track wheel on this wars, you might be noticing on this tank, it is equipped for bloody everything. It's still not enough for the Imperium sometimes, but like I feel like that's more just in nature of like what the Imperium fights. Oh, it's the spare track wheel. I was looking for the entire track. That was my bad.
Did it.
To the side, if Titus doesn't drive one of these things in the battle, at some point in either space marine, that's fucking tragic.
Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah! Oh,
Hang on, I
fuck.
think there's one for this.
Oh, it's a Knight Paladin.
Complete the tilt
Still.
shield and tilt shield purity seals first.
Tilt sealed and purity sealed, so that's close to the top. Would you believe me if I said it's still on the smaller end of Imperium mix?
Possibly.
There's a fun, quote-unquote, bit of trivia with the Imperial Knights. It's like kind of why people don't get into the actual tabletop game. 3 Imperium Knights is a valid starter build. So 3 of these things. You know how much one
Dream.
Imperium Knight costs?
Dream, did you fall asleep?
Huh? What?
Yep.
Is it time to go to sleep, Dream?
I was just looking at Twitter.
Yeah, you were doing the whole time. I found the shield and the purity seals.
Anyway, because Dream's now awake, we have these things that are valid starter army for Warhammer. Gotta guess how much one of these things is? $200 USD.
Jesus,
Yikes.
that's cheap.
Like, Warhammer... There's a reason a lot of people who are Warhammer fans do not play the tabletop game.
Oh wait, you mean in real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Fuck that. Alright, you got the achievement? Good, now we can
Yep.
clean the whole thing.
Like, it sucks especially for me, because I am a orc fan. They are what is known as a horde army. You may be asking yourself, hey Sane, what is a horde army? It is an army that has a whole bunch of cheap cannon fodder units.
They are
Very
all
cheap.
also about DACA.
Yep. They are very fun faction. But like cheap in relation to tabletop points. A snotling is like 20 points, I want to say. But like if you want to play orcs in real life, you are looking at a lot of like small purchases to get like the horde in the horde army. Which I'm pretty sure on average runs up like well and truly above what 3 Empire Knights would be. Basically, unless you really like what you're playing, just play Tabletop Simulator. I am sorry I've just nuked any Games Workshop sponsorship, but like, really just try out the armies in Tabletop Simulator. Only buy them if you really like them. Like, I feel like I'm lowballing it if I say 95% of Warhammer fans do not play a tabletop. Most just read like the books and sit. But like, I know it's like the basic bits recommendation, but if anything, as an intro, I would say the Caiaphas Cain books. Because Cain has been said to be the one guy in the Imperium with common sense. That's not actually true, but he is one of like 5 guys. I presume Jen has a phone call.
I wish I could join you guys, but even the DLC it's only 2 people.
Well, you'd have to talk to Jet about activating one of the bonus missions or something, just like more people. Unfortunately, I think Jet is in a phone call. So as far as the the Caiaphas Cain books are like a post-mortem like autobiography of Caiaphas Cain. They're put in like the perspective of Cain, but like a Imperium officer, for lack of a better word, called the Amberlin Reed, is going through it since he's censoring them, making sure that they are Imperium savvy. Most of her contributions just like the odd, like, snarky comment. Like, there's a brilliant moment where Cain mentioned that he likes to think he's a brave man. And there's an annotation of her just laughing. But in the Imperium eyes, Caiaphas Cain is one of the greatest commanders they've ever had. Man enters battles and he has won them on that alone. In Cain's eyes, he is a scared coward that has never saved a day in his life, and all he does is bring misery on his friends. Very frequently, this is what Amber annotates. Like, there's one of his regulars who, name is also escaping me, goddammit. Cain repeatedly describes her as a horse-faced woman. Whenever he offhand mentions her, Amber will just, like, annotate in her full Imperium title. Which is, like, Grand Commissar of the Imperium. So as much as Kane likes to present himself as a coward, at the same time there must be something there if his students can get into high positions of the Imperium.
I guess.
Like, what he contributes is mostly just like the everyman common sense view on the Imperium. Like, he finds a bunch of Krieg guardsmen and just be like, this entire situation is stupid. He also finds out that psychers are, well, psychics. And his first thought is, hey, maybe we should be keeping these people around.
Right, it's getting late for me. I'm just gonna go to bed.
I mean, you did fall asleep.
Sorry
you take
about
it easy,
that.
okay, Dream?
Yep. Later.
Later.
Well, it's nice having you. I will say, now that he is gone, I'm glad we managed to wake Dream up quickly. So, like, probably would have not have been very good for the audio, but, like, the very, like, flawless part of me was just thinking, would it be funny just have, like, Dream snoring the entire stream? Like, imagine if anything, we would just, like, quickly move into the AFK room. That aside, how has your day been, class? Because I don't think you got it out earlier.
Been doing okay so far.
Just had a chill day. Just vibing
Yeah.
to Star Force. Or 14. No, that doesn't sound like either.
Remember not to tell my dad about this? Ma'am, my daughter wants to hold her 19th birthday at the castle. I promise to only use the outdoor grounds.
I feel I should warn you, class. I can hear what you're listening to.
Make it a grand celebration. Thank you, Lady Riley.
So on that note, what's up with the Lady Wiley?
Sorry about that.
It happens.
I'm mostly muting my mic because I'm still recovering from a cold, though.
Which you do sound it with the odd sniffle. And the odd
What's up?
cough. You do sound it with the odd sniffle and the cough.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been fighting that for a week or two now, haven't you?
A week at this point. I'm starting to mostly feel better. It's just... Damn.
Just fighting off the last of it.
Yes.
I mean, it happens. What you need to do is just, like, rest up and recover. Like, if you got some soup, like, work down that. Have you been getting, like, sick leave at work on top of that, or have you been just, like, trying to soldier through it? I can't really do too much to help there, because a lot of what I do is just hold you through it. Not just one in the family. I feel like that's become a problem in its own right, but like that's conversation for another day. Yep. Knight Paladin. Just to use the proper terminology. I do know a couple other Warhammer games I could do quick looks of. I don't know, maybe we'll set up a random game night. Let's mostly yap about the tabletop game while we wait for Jets. The big,
Yeah, I guess we
big
can do that.
boys with the Empire Knights. They are roughly the size of a small child. It's kind of great. Like, I must wonder how people afford shit like that. I've never seen the price of those Imperial Knights. But I know the Tau Manto is like $2,000. It's like, no. Was a Tau Manto is basically like huge gunsup.
True.
You basically only bring it out for apocalypse games and just like, fuck it, everything you've got, just put it on the table. I mentioned offhand the point cost. I think Warhammer games go up by increments of 500.
What's up?
I mentioned offhand the points cost of units, and I think Warhammer games go up in increments of 500. And basically, the more or the higher that number, the more like units you can put down on the field.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
All you missed was Dream
Hello?
saying goodbye.
Okay.
But it was getting late.
I had to go get things ready. Alright. Let's continue.
Oh, I wanted to light my fire while you're going to get dinner. Oops. So I gotta say, as much as I'm glad we're getting an Empire Knight, I was correct, cleaning this thing is a pain in the ass.
That's why there's two of us.
Eventually, if we miss an achievement, eventually I'll have to do it on my own.
That's true.
Woo.
Oh, right. Remember how we missing with the wheelchair thing, Jet? How, like, if I ended up in the Warhammer universe and get crippled, just strap me to an Empire Knight. Now that you're looking
Be
at
more
one, I think you
effective.
can see why now, can't you?
Yep. But then that stupid image.
Of the fat space marine.
Yep. What was it? Fat, black, gay,
Yes,
crippled space marine
yes.
woman.
There's a
All the
lovely-
images, all the memes of her getting pushed off a cliff are fantastic.
I like to mention that one of the Sisters of Battle head priest doing it specifically.
Mm. It's just like, why do you worsen life and everyone else around you just because you need to feel included and worsen everything else? I'm pretty sure most people who are disabled would rather not play someone who's disabled.
If they do, you may notice it's like a much more like kick-ass version.
Exactly.
Like, I have no insight there, but like, I imagine even among disabled, like, that sentiment that I said earlier was still like a common thing. I mean, yeah, you're still a problem when you're like strapped inside this thing for life, but at the same time, like, you're
At least you're
awesome
useful.
mech.
At least you're able to do something.
Yeah. Like, Imperial Knights are held in like high regard with the Imperium in general, because like, there's not much more sacrifice that they can do. But that being said, there's also a special hatred for the ones that fall into chaos because of that. I feel sorry for the Slanesh Imperial Knights, I really do. Oh yes, the faction where everybody just has loads and loads of pleasure, and you're strapped in a tin box.
Oh, Jesus. Imagine not many people play that faction.
Well, there's no, like, faction of, like, Chaos Imperial Knights, it's just, like, paint your Imperial Knight purple, congratulations, Slanesh. Maybe install, like, a couple horns or something. Like, there's not really much to do with Slanesh-wise in regards to the Imperial Knights. That's either horns or tentacles. Just what I was thinking about, you could also just go like sound marines. Or noise marines. And like slap pseudo boom boxes to it. Which noise marines are servants of Slanesh. Instead of guns, they have guitars. And they're all like space marines but punk rockers. They are amazing. I think in one of the Dawn of Wars, they're also like incredibly overpowered. I think I told you about it last stream, but like for being the like ass and titties faction, Slanesh is just like pleasure taken to its extreme. Like class wastes the day playing Mega Man Star Force that still would please Slanesh.
Oh, yeah, her. Yeah.
Yeah. I just recently beat 2 at least. But I'm going through the post game, which is a lot longer than 1's.
There is no post game.
1's is like one of those I'll go back to eventually because what I have to do for the final bits, I have to go back to the end game area, get to a specific area, grab a MacGuffin, then head all the way back home, and then I gotta go through the extra dungeon and go through the one area I don't have access to.
This sounds really padded, I gotta say.
That is why I skipped to 2, because it was such a pain in the ass. To even do the super bosses is such a long and drawn out process. 2's is longer, but it's straightforward. Do
like,
what you're supposed to do.
Once I beat Star Force 1, I'm just going to go straight to the main game. Go straight to the next
Will
game.
not go into too much detail.
I mean, it's a Powerwash
After a
stream,
break,
we're mostly
obviously.
just here to yap, so if you want to go into detail, feel free.
I think she talks more in terms of, like, spoilers.
I mean, how many years ago?
That, and I know
Years
Jet's
older
planning to
Star Force
play
2?
it, so that's why
Ah,
I'm
fair
keeping
enough.
it vague intentionally.
To double back to Warhammer, I'm still kind of shocked that, like, nothing so far has shown signs of Nurgle tanked. Like, Nurgle is the Chaos God of filth, grime, and disease, so, like, you'd think he would have been all over these DLC packs.
mean,
All
he
I
could
know
be
is blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
That's Korn. Who is the
Yeah,
Chaos
Miles
God of,
Davis.
well, take a fucking guess.
I was thinking of the band.
They're named after Korn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's why on their original albums, a lot of the songs can double as Warhammer songs.
Was it Miles Davis, I think?
I wouldn't know there.
Or was it John Davis? One of the two, who's the lead singer. I just remember there's a lot of things with Korn's where he constantly has to keep going back to the therapy chair.
Ready apt. Over there. I suppose could we mention, like, 3 of the 4 Chaos Gods. The last one is Zinc. Zinc. He has a really complex name that I never remember how you say. He's basically the god of trickery of the Warhammer universe. He likes plans, he likes them as long, drawn out, and complex as possible. Like, basically, he is that Redditor who always says that, like, he is winning the debate, even if he clearly isn't. Because you playing the game at all is what makes Zeke win.
So it really comes down to win the game, turn the console off.
Basically.
The only way to win is not to play.
But there are more gods, it's like those are the 4 Chaos Gods. Like, appearance of running joke in the Warhammer fan base. That whenever you need to depict Issa, because Issa is not... Issa doesn't have a face because he is supposed to be nature herself. But it is a segment of Warhammer fans to just post fauna instead.
Oh, like
Yes, so where's fauna?
VTuber. That's awesome.
It's gotten to the point where, like, whenever I have to read, like, I was about to say fauna, whenever I read, like, the words of Issa, I eventually just slip into the fauna impression because of that.
Wonder if Fauna knew about that.
I wonder that myself sometimes.
I wonder if people have let Nimi know about that.
There's no way she doesn't know. I know with Nerissa's fan base, like, they've been trying to trick her, and she keeps finding, like, how they track fan art. I have no problem believing there's more Hololive members than Nerissa, like, actually keeping track of their tabs.
Well, Narissa used to be one of us, just
Yeah.
a fan of the whole thing. So it makes sense she'd know how to get in and out of that kind of stuff.
God, these joints are such a pain in the ass.
Hmm.
They keep chatting about the Warhammer gods. Back in fantasy, you've got Bretonia, who is like stereotypical knights and King Arthur set. Unfortunately for us all, they are friends, but like you can't be perfect. They worship a god called the Lady of the Lake. Gee, I wonder where the inspiration for this is. They're kind of funny there, because the end of fantasy established that the entire time the Lady of the Lake was just an elf larping.
It's an elf making magic to make things look like she was something, but really she was just having a go
Yeah.
at making shit. That's amazing.
Because...
To be fair, it gets boring being immortal.
Yeah. Because the Vermintide games came out after the end... Yeah, Vermintide games came out after the end times. There's a conversation between the local Grail Knight and the local elf. It's like, the Lady of the Lake, did you get a good shot of her ears? No, I have not listened to your foul heresy, woman. But, like, I have theories about her. Shut up, please.
Stop ruining her for me.
Yeah. Like, if the games weren't so fucking big, I would offer up Vermintide for both our game viewings.
Yeah, I have Vermintide 2 or whatever.
Was it the better
Remember,
one?
I bought that because people wanted to play it and no one played it. So now I just have a game that exists on my Steam thing that'll never get played.
I think that's why I own Vermintide 2 as well, ironically. Like, Vermintide 1 is still a good game. It's just like... Well, good, like, non-Warhammer equivalent. Imagine going back to Payday 1 after, like, all this time with Payday 2.
Yeah, I've played Payday 1. I've never touched 2. And only, again, it's Payday 1 was the only reason I bought that was because everyone else wanted to play it. And I was like, okay. And then no one played it. So now just having a game that sits there doesn't get played.
Eventually, me, Joe, and Spit are going to do Payday 3, but, like, that's up to Joe.
Payday 3, I hear, is a fucking shit.
Yeah, it
Right.
and 2 is like,
At
we're
least
not doing
is-
this without Joe, but, like, thanks to Payday 3 being the only one that's force compatible, it's free or nothing.
Is it, like... Payday 3, I heard, got better, maybe?
It did, but it still
But it's-
leaps and bounds behind where it needs to be, for what I understand.
Yeah, its launch was absolute ass.
A lot of people were offended at the idea of it being always online as well, and, like, rightfully so.
It's like, why is this always online in this day and age?
Doesn't it look like there's a single-player component? Like, why does your single-player game need to be always online? Like, yeah, like phone games like Nikkei and Blue Archive, but, like, they're different.
Mobile games.
You know. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a problem, but, like, there's a difference between, like, some app on your phone and, like, a full... As you know, let me double back. Some free-to-play game on your phone and, like, a full paid experience on your PC and console.
That's the thing is, like, when people buy a video game, like a $60, $70 one, they expect to only have to pay for the game and what's in the game. They don't expect to have to keep paying more for the game afterwards.
But I think it's part of why this price hike has not been going so well. But the industry wants to have their cake and eat it too on that one.
I've heard Nintendo's pulling back on their prices on some of their Switch 2 games and stuff.
I've been told they've also been pulling back on the game key cards because apparently people don't buy those.
Mm-mm.
It's like, companies are gonna have to, because, like, we can't just keep having these failures, and I feel like the price hike is part of the reason for them.
When a fucking hobby becomes a rich man's game, then it's a problem.
I like that you mentioned that over Warhammer. We're playing Warhammer.
Oh, it still applies.
That's why I laughed. I said earlier, I'll say it again, like, if I'm gonna play Warhammer, it's gotta be through Tabletop Simulator.
Yep.
Like, I've seen, like, the big budget games go to, like, $200 plus for everything for our money. And I can't imagine many people are willing to just drop that down on a whim.
Remember, back in the day, if you were a kid growing up, gaming, you'd only get a game if it was your birthday or Christmas, or if you did really well on, like, your tests or whatever in
Yeah.
school. I remember when I won some good shit in, like, an athletics or a school thing. my parents took me to to get, like, a model train set. I was like, fuck yes. I still have that.
I wonder what happened to mine. If I found them again, I would probably just give them to the nephews.
Mm.
At the side, it says reactor drum, but I misread what I'm pointing as rectum drum.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's what the Imperial Knights can do for Slenis. Just give themselves a dump truck booty.
Make fun of me because I'm so goddamn thick.
Alright, Knights, truck position.
Ready and post on
Comment back.
OnlyFans.
I remember those moments where I wish I was like a Proton Clear side streamer, like one of the Hololive girls. Just then after stream, I just get greeted to a whole bunch of twerking Imperial Knights.
I'm big booty bitches. We like big booty bitches. We don't want no skinny bitches. Oh man.
I saw something light up and I lost it. Hey! The mental image is stuck with me now, and Impure Night was just the Buddha. But there we go.
Man.
Like a whole lot of small parts. We're just trying to track down like the one stain. Get something on this side.
Phew.
I presume that was not the thing that I'm looking for. Maybe it was. I can't see it anymore. You missed the spot.
Thanks,
Oh.
Fortune.
I mean, we did.
Yeah, we've missed a lot. Possibly.
And if we haven't seen that notepad thing, is not a good sign.
Mm.
There goes your evening, Misfortune.
No, finally.
Got big booty bitches, I got big booty bitches.
Big booty bitches, big booty bitches. We don't want no skinny bitches, only big booty bitches.
I feel like I'm
Oh,
gonna have to
God.
Photoshop that, sadly.
Mm.
So my thumbnail's probably getting claimed this part. Then great! That's great to hear.
Yep. Ah!
Weren't you the one taking a vacation to Japan?
Yep, they are.
Is that because you made it over there, or is that still yet to happen?
Got it. There we go.
Metal cables, upper leg, cruise plates, reactor housing. I have a vague idea of all of those. Reactor 2 weeks. Not got a bit still.
Mm.
Where's the housing?
In the back.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
Hang on. 1 second. Do, 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 do.
I just go looking at it and then climbing up to the upper echelons. Also, Blondie Cat, must you emerge like a horror movie villain? What's up? Guess there's my leg. Please stop clawing it. Ow, ow, ow. There's my butt. Please don't claw that. I'll move for you. Got something stuck in your tail. Oh, there we are. Hard work's been paying off. That's good to hear.
Woo.
You do enjoy your time in Japan when that happens.
Hmm.
Hey! As much as I wanted the Empire Knight, let's never do this again. So fuck, we have to wait for Jet to come back.
Looks like it.
Look how I wish we could bring the Mechanicus skin outside of this pack. Oh yeah, the very simplified Mechanicus, but like, it's so good looking. I really like the detail, like, the skull on the chest. Looks really good on the Powerwash. What do you think, Mr. Empire Knight? Which, like, I know I was bitching the mind about the prices of Warhammer stuff earlier this stream. But if I found myself in a place where, like, I could comfortably live, I would probably start slowly working through Warhammer models. But, like, yeah, Imperial Knights, stupidly expensive. But, like, they look so badass. Like, I play orcs, but, like, just off to the side would be some town. Talking in general, Get is away, but Christ is also here, but, like, he's not a Warhammer fan, so it's, like, not much he can contribute.
Sorry about that. I had to go bring the groceries in.
I have a cat on me. I was saying while you were gone, as much as I wanted the Empire Knight,
Oh.
let's never do this again.
Yep.
In before the one that's like the size of a small child.
One more is the Thunderhawk.
Ooh.
Now, complete the retro thrusters first.
I just said we didn't get any orc stuff, but I checks out for why.
They're under here.
Oh, just like perving on the Thunderhawk for a sec.
The Blood Angels.
So whatever we got hired for had a mix of legions. Because that Empire Knight was Iron Hands. We had Krieg's tank, or Krieg Rogel Dorm. We had the Ultramars. I'm pulling a blank. The Thunder thingy.
Thunderhawk?
No, the Thunderhawk is this.
Oh.
And then we did.
Rogel Dawn battle tank.
The one before that.
Land Raider?
Land Raider, thank you. But I'm not a Blood Angels fan, so I can't really talk too much about their Legion.
I just know they're fucking insane.
Yep.
And they're honestly the ones you go for if you just want to go ape shit and stop being nice.
While still being a loyalist faction.
Yep. Which, you know what? Fair enough. If I'm not wanting to play salamanders, I'll be playing them.
Yeah, I'll probably be playing Iron Hands. Like, I'm not gonna be the fastest Legion, but like, you're not gonna get past me.
I mean, that's the thing, though. Is my problem was, originally, when I knew about 40k, is that I wasn't too keen on a story or universe where nothing is good and it's all fucked. But then I learned about the salamanders, and they're the closest thing you have to decent people. Which I was like, oh, thank God.
Other faction, like either them or the Tau, but like there's decent people in most of the quote-unquote good factions. Like, even
Yeah.
the Orcs have got a couple, like, just really cool dudes.
Because it's like, my problem, I think, when it comes to, like, playing something, is I need to know there's at least a decent balance of good, evil, and neutral. And
You
it's
won't
not
get
all
much
one-sided.
neutral in
Right.
Warhammer, but that's due to the nature of the setting.
Mm. Or, like, neutral in terms of mix of the bad, good stuff.
You might like the
And,
Eldar, like, if you want the mixed bag. But
It's
the
more
Eldar
just
is a
like, I
little
just
bit
need to know.
depressing.
I just need to know that that exists in the series before I decide to start it, because it's like, I don't like when things are just completely unbalanced in terms of the good and evil factions. It's just a small, like, thing for me.
Which I get. Like, that's why people attach so much to, like, the smaller characters. You're like, it's hard to get attached to, like, the grand scheme of the conflict now.
I mean, for me, when it comes like the Helldivers too, and that, it's easy to understand what that's about because the whole thing is ridiculous, and that's the whole point. That's why I have no problem playing it.
To be fair, Warhammer is very ridiculous in its own right.
That's true. There we go. All right. Now we can start cleaning everything.
But, like, that tone thing is a lot of why I love the Orcs. But they're just here to have fun.
Mm.
Like, they want to wire in the battle, they want to crump as much as they can. And they want to, like, either die or just leave having a good time. But saying, how they gonna leave? What, black hole powered squigs, of course. How does that work? I don't think
Imagination.
Like, it's often memed as, like, having no limits, and, like, there is a bit of a limit. Like, the entire thing of, like, if enough orcs believe something, then, like, it will happen. It's such a fun concept.
Oh, so Persona 2.
Basically. Like, a lot of the vehicles should not work. but they were just called like enough orcs believed them to. And a couple like actual rules to relate to that, like if you paint your models red, you will get a speed buff. But the red ones go faster, don't you know?
When I think red, I think stop, which means don't move. But I guess it's because of like race cars and shit that are red.
Yes. Also, the weapon to Char are the ball from Gundam.
Oh.
Because he primarily plays a 7 pink, a red Zaku. Where in his first appearance, it blazes like past the rest of his squad. Was called the original captain of the white base to panic and say that's the legendary red comic Char as the ball. He also says that his Zaku is said to be 3 times faster than the normal Zaku. Depending on where you go, there are several explanations for it. From Char just being that skilled to him being enough to remove the safeties from Zaku. Like, Char... Until that point, the Gundam was unstoppable, because Zeon used a lot of ballistic weaponry. Char took advantage of the fact that Amuro was a very experienced pilot at that point, and has got up and melee attacked him. So his role in like early Gundam was to vibe check Amuro. And over the course of the story, he would keep reappearing in weird rival suits, and that's how the very famous genre-defining rivalry began. To the point where if you see a rival character in an anime game wearing a mask, chances are they are a Char reference.
Why would I remove your hat?
Which, I'm not gonna name drop what it is, but like the thing that I've been working on for the VOD channel, it had a Char clone. It was kind of funny because he's one of the few ones who do not wear a mask, like, at all. Like, he's got all the rest of the tropes, like red mobile suit, primary rival of the protagonist, heavily involved in the plot. It's got probably one of the better endings of the Char clones, in my opinion. But you have your final showdown, and he's just like, you know what? I'm sick of seeing you. And he punched you into an escape pod. On the way down, the protagonist realizes, hang on, this space station is about to blow, and he's just suddenly in an escape pod. What the fuck are you saving my life? Like, it's amazing. Like, tomorrow, if I get time, I want to finish your thumbnails, but if I get the time, I want to play more of that game. Or I have it all recorded and edited before I post any of it onto the channel. I loved Affogato, even if I hated its endgame. And the level where your turrets can drown in a tower defense. Like, the hiatuses that had taught me a lesson. About posting shit before it's ready.
I wonder if the orcs were shown anime and they believed it would they believe the anime is real?
Yes, and you might cause the apocalypse if you do that. The
That's a
tower
good
bad
point.
enough. Do I just have the mentalist now with a bunch of orcs just gathering around and talk about the 100 girlfriends?
Or the One Piece.
Eh,
Devil fruits become a thing in the Warhammer universe.
I'm just picturing the various commissars just sitting themselves over the idea.
Burn those fruits, brother.
I feel like destroy whatever planet the orcs put the One Piece tree thingy, or Devil Fruit tree thingy, would become priority one of just exterminators.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just stuck with that mentalist now, but they're just having a bit of a waifu war.
Mm.
But you know what? The orcs would end and fight for stupider reasons.
Nami's best waifu. No, it's Robin. You're stupid. It's fucking Boa Hancock, mate.
And there's one in the corner just being like, I liked Alvida before the Devil Fruit. Like, one day I'll do a orc-focused Warhammer game for gameplay, just to have, like, an orc avatar. I should do the one that had, like, the awesome, like, walking music. Which, from what I
The one that
understand,
kept showing up in the fucking the Titus games.
in the first Space Marine. Which I'm sad the orcs didn't return for Space Marine 2, but I get it.
They wanted to focus on something else.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like, the Tyranids make a very good bad guy for a game like Space Marine where you're just tearing down, like, massive enemies. Like, if you down a Tyranid, you can grab his tail and just use that Tyranid as a mace. And that is so stupid, it's great.
I'm gonna assume the Tyranids are based on the Xenomorph,
Yeah.
but they're more terrifying.
One of my lasting memories of them is when the Iron Hands fought a bunch of them. And they started, like, developing, like, face hugger guns. Like, okay. Like, on... PW tends to be actually pretty boring with the idea of, like, hyper-adaptive space locusts. And I get why, because, like, you don't want to balloon the variants too much. Like, I think to this day, like, there's only one, like, quote-unquote named Tyranid. Being all One Eye. And the rest is just, like, hyper-specialized forms. I think there might be tunids, because I believe for a while you could use like catechin scorpions as a hero unit. But you can't do that anymore because GW wants to keep like it's mysterious and debatable if catechin is a tunid hive mind. What's
Yeah, it's one of those things when it comes to tabletop stuff in general and big lore related stuff. Is the less you say, the better. Because once you reveal the mystery, it's no longer interesting.
well, catechin is still interesting, but it's like it's interesting from people trying to survive catechin.
Mm.
Like it's just an awful place. Like one thing about the planet that always springs to my mind. You know, the type of tree on catechin, which leaves are parasites. If you let the leaf attach to you, it will attach to you and start like sucking your blood or worse. A la elites. Like the variant of it that like if it lands on your head, it will just like suck out your brains and take over your body. It's like that's terrifying.
Yep. Brain leech.
Yeah. Like you isekai me into the Warhammer universe, I'm just gonna suit myself. Save everybody some time.
Yep. I just don't see the point in living in this universe.
It's a very fun sandbox,
That's a
but you
terrible-
wouldn't want to.
I'll play the universe, but I'm not fucking gonna jump into it. I'll live in the world of One Piece because it's easy to. World of One Piece at least allows you to, build strength, get powers, and learn how to be strong. Obviously, you'll have more luck finding a devil fruit on the Grand Line. Being said, I do love those videos of you've been reincarnated into the world of One Piece, and you end up with a rare ability that lets you consume 2 different devil fruits. Here's your choice. I'm like, okay, thankfully I know a good chunk of the devil fruits, but then they give you the mystery fruit, so it's like, choose one devil fruit that you know for a fact will be useful, and then choose another one which could help benefit from that. I still think the concept that the reason Blackbeard ate 2 devil fruits, I'm going to put that down to the fact that I think my theory is that the world government lied about the concept of the 2 fruits, like killing you, and that it was a way to keep the power scaling, because it's like could just be a thing of like basically, you know.
I mean,
bullshit
once somebody
propaganda.
knows that like you can eat more than one devil fruit, what's stopping someone from just bounty hunting it? Or like going to the island and just like eating a bunch, like whatever's there.
Exactly. The propaganda would make sense for them to say, to get the word out, constantly saying that eating 2 will kill you.
I mean, we all hate
You know what?
government propaganda, but like to some degree, you kind of do need it. Just like not get people to do things against the interests of like the country's security.
And the way the way they could have done it?
Hmm?
They could easily have created 2 fake fruits that look like devil fruits, had someone eat both of them, but also planted in their body a bomb.
Or just poison one of them.
Just to make it... No, because the theory was that you explode.
Squidward, you can't eat more than one devil fruit! Why? Why? Will I explode? No, we'll go straight to your thighs. And then you'll
blow up. My thighs. Because the theory that is pushed is that you eat one devil fruit and the devil inside of it resides in your body, and you take on the will of that devil. But if you eat a second one, the two devils will fight each other inside your body until they basically explode, because they can't exist two fruits or two devil wills. But there's no proof of that happening, other than what the CP9 agent said. And even then, his sources are a bit unreliable.
Fact check, I made it up. As an aside, the state of word they've used in this game keeps reminding me of Fire Truck.
Yeah.
Nope. I was expecting that.
It's a nice shade.
Oh yeah, it just keeps reminding me of Fire Truck. Like, it's a fine thing because this is very clean, not a fire truck. I do remember reading a bit of lore once about, like, fire, rescue, ambulance, and stuff like that in the Imperium. I do not remember what that lore was, though.
Fight fire with fire.
I mean, wouldn't be unheard of for the Imperium. It really would not be.
They start punching the fire.
Sadly, that is also not unheard of.
Becomes that one Family Guy fucking thing.
I know in the fantasy universe, like, there are wizards that, like, will help out.
Just summon ice or water.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Blondie, when you get off me, we need to turn on that light. But I cannot see a thing in here right now. But not you, now that I've said that, you're not gonna get up for like 5 hours. He's glaring at me. He's giving me that look.
Give me the stink eye.
I stand by what I think that whoever said animals can't understand, that's what's a quack.
Depends on the animal.
That's true.
And even then, depends on the animal in question of that species. Some I think can understand, some don't.
One day I do kind of hard to like we figure out some way to like communicate with animals like properly. But I'd love to know what Blondie thinks some days.
Mm,
Feed me more. But Blondie, your food bowl is full. Feed me more. But
only if I
Blondie.
can turn it on and off.
Yeah, exactly. Start making up bullshit about my search history.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is like, I don't need to be doing the deed at some point and then the fucking dog or cat get in the room and see what's going on, and then they decide to run out the room going, "Hey, everybody, guess what I saw?"
There was an
Oh my
Arclife comic
God.
about that. To stop her underling from wanking it, Steve curses him so that like whenever he jacks off, like the sperm would go to like report about it. So he would just like get it.
Jesus.
He would just like put him in a jar. One of the later comics that I read was just like him doing it and then opening up an entire like closet full of them.
Surprised they still lived. Pretty sure doesn't semen die after like 30 minutes outside the body?
Something like that.
Or is it sperm specifically? Yeah. But it's like, yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It means that when he did that, that means his cum is alive forever.
Well, even until like they escape the jar and actually report that like he's been jacking it.
Just jacking it in San Diego. Jacking it, and spanking it, smack.
I'll jack into that squirrel if I have to.
Oh, God.
I love that line.
No need no pants on. Gonna take these pants right off.
Like the old Jack and the Squirrel was a very good example, like something that was supposed to be innocent, but like became not innocent.
Well, because words change.
I mean, in the case of Bound Network, nobody just thought that like people would be lewd or take it the lewd way.
You're incredibly naive if you think that as a game creator.
Ugh. Alright. I probably should get to bed.
Oh, good.
You don't want to listen
So
to us
I'm
talking
probably
about
gonna hop
jacking it?
off. What's up?
Nothing. We're just making a joke.
Hmm.
We're talking about
Anyways, I probably should hop off voice chat.
have fun, class. Enjoy your night.
Oh, good one.
Alright, later.
I was talking about it earlier this week over poking out at the inventory. But there was once a time, like, people... Some of the rules of the internet that, like, we just come to accept, like, those still need to be established. So with Penny
Or
Arcade,
redefined.
I was with Penny Arcade specifically, I was mentioning, like, that time they drew, like, lewd strawberry shortcake art.
Mm.
And that got them in big trouble with, I want to say, Hasbro. Which is something that's unthinkable now, where, like, you type anything in Google, you'll probably get results.
Yeah, it's like, in fact, you just because you stopped them, you just made it more of a thing for people to do it.
I don't know in the case of strawberry shortcake, but that's more I don't go onto that tag.
Yeah, I don't look that shit up. Because I haven't to think about strawberry shortcake in 20-ish years. Except if it's bitch pudding.
Go up.
One of the best creations from Robot Chicken was bitch pudding. Da-da-da-da! Bitch pudding.
I have enough wheats. I always should do a Warhammer game for game feeling.
And go for it, but obviously, like,
We're a bit
wait till your
full.
other projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, our projects are done.
But like logistically, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about what happens when Cyber Sleuth finishes and that takes over Wednesday. But we start Yakuza on a Friday.
Mm.
But on one hand, Yakuza 4 I'm actually looking forward to. I've heard good things about it. On the other hand, that's extra like 30 gigs. I don't really have any intention of doing like another big game this year after Legacy of the Dark Knight. Another thing to go like wind down. Like, yeah, I want to play Mario and Luigi, but like that's a DS game. That's like 200 megabytes at most.
I don't want to do Pragmata.
Which would be fun.
Is that coming out this month, I think?
Later next month, I think. Earlier next month. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. No, it can't be next month, cause I almost thought about doing the Pragmata Lady for this month. It comes out on... Oh, it's coming out, like, later today.
Oh.
16th of April, American time.
Shit. Might buy it next week, then.
I'll get to it if I get an upgrade wig.
I'm gonna have to get it on PS5. As much as I have a powerful PC, I don't have an SSD to run it because it says may require SSD for better experience.
Well, I'll keep an eye on it. I just want to keep an eye on it on, like, the Twitter space.
I've been waiting for it to come out since it was announced because it looked so cool.
And how many times did it go on, like, hiatus and just vanish to the world, like, 3 times?
Yeah.
I got to the point where the players were making jokes about it, which, on one hand, funny, on the other hand, that's a little bit painful. suppose figure, but I also need to re-download Sonic Crossroad for Saturday.
Oh, yeah, because Red's out this week, and I have no interest in playing.
I don't have much interest either, but like I still want to sew them off. I saw a guy in the HSC channel be hyped for the stickers, but it's like, okay, just like solid yellow with a bird face. What am I possibly going to do with that?
Creative people can probably think of something.
What I'd rather do with other parts of the stickers. Look, I have had the thoughts, even with the hype. How many people are going to stop thinking about Angry Birds the second that festival finishes?
Yes. Every last one of them. I get it. They want to get as much out of their purchased franchise as possible.
Also, good PR for that movie that apparently exists.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
I probably will too. Don't worry about that.
I watched the first one. I enjoyed the first one. That was about it.
I don't know if you ever even bothered to watch the first one.
I like the concept of Angry Birds were going. It was about them going to anger management therapy.
I mean, that's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. It worked. Some of the actors they got to play some of the characters were like known angry celebrities or angry actors.
Didn't Samuel Jackson voice the Eagle or something?
No, it was Peter Dinklage.
Who am I thinking about in the roster then? Oh, don't tell me the long weeks. Goddamn. You know your big win.
No logo fit in the house.
Oh yeah, because I forgot to mention earlier. We wanted in on like the bonus missions. We fell asleep long before we finished that Imperial night.
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes time to do the bonus missions, maybe we should invite Dwayne.
Yep.
Back. What's up, Blondie Cat? What do you want? Ow,
Hungry.
Ow, ow, ow.
Angry.
What are you angry about?
New Zealand Prime Minister.
I don't think there's been any nonsense from our government recently. I have not been paying too much attention. I don't think there's been any updates about Jacinda, but like, okay, where does that go? Like, the next time we really, realistically are gonna get an update is he flees to another country.
Yeah.
So I was, like, chilling at the local pub. Well, I was waiting for fried rice the other day. And two locals were talking about John Key.
Really?
Because there was a tourist who was asking about New Zealand history. And of course, one of the locals just, like, have a walk down memory lane when it comes to, like, how crazy Key was. Like, I miss it, like, I kind of miss Key, thanks to how entertaining he was as a PM. And one of the locals just, like, leaned back, like, yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? But, like, I want to be abundantly clear on that. Nobody wants Key back as Prime Minister. I think we just kind of miss the entertainment.
Yeah. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When politics gets interesting and fun, that's a problem.
I mean, Key himself being a good example, because, like, what made him insane? What, a weird obsession with sniffing or pulling women's hair?
Mm. Oh, what? So he was the fucking bad guy from Charlie's Angels?
Basically.
Ugh.
Like, he would keep getting into trouble for it, but, like, if he saw a ponytail and it was in arm's reach, he would just yank it. Like, what are you, 5?
Mhm.
Like, whenever he found out about friends, be it, like, online or offline, he would try to, like, do his own version of it. And because of that, Key is cited as one of the reasons planking has stopped being a trend.
Good.
But he managed to make that look so lame that, like, it just stopped, like, within the week.
Can we get more people to do that?
I think he needs somebody as, like, almost radioactively lame as Key was.
Get Key to stick his head out of a toilet so he can kill the fucking skibbity toilet meme.
Oh god, that's a mental image. I think Skippy Toilet is already dead, cause the guy that makes those, he lost control of his channel. The company thought that they could do Skippy Toilet better, and I don't think they really know how. But, like, I never understood Skippy Toilet, but that's still a darn shame to see.
Yeah, I've watched a good chunk of it, and I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of get invested in the story that was happening, that, was on display. But, after a certain point, I kind of just stopped watching it, because I was like, what am I doing? One of those doom scrolling errors.
I'm just wondering, like, we are arguing about Jews for, like, the next, like, meme that annoys the millennials and Gen Xers. The part of me just wants to, like, picture what that would be. Well, I know there's a trend on TikTok right now, but I don't think that's gonna. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. The trend that's going on TikTok right now, Gen X's and Millennials have got no right to first say that. Because the trend is to find a Scientologist office or Scientology office, turn on your camera and just run in there and try to record as much as possible. So the entire trend is basically let's annoy Scientologists.
That sounds like the Area 51 raid.
Basically.
I'll be right back. I just have to go put the rice on. Ugh.
Well, on that note, it's time to turn on the lights and start a fire, Blondie. Lamenta. Here's a lion. Oh no. Yeah. Hi. So who got back to stream first, either you or me or Jet? Was it actually me? God damn. I suppose fitting, cause Jet's fine ways. Over the weekend, I want to see if I can make some tiki masala. Masamala. And it used to be like a cup noodle brand that had like tiki masala noodles. Instead of foreign rice, I'm tempted to just like put on some noodles for it. But at the same time, I have noodles enough per week. So, what do we yap while we wait? I don't think I did a good enough job selling Warhammer to Jet and Crass. Or Jet, Crass and Dream. I'd write them like me doing the Warhammer game for proper for gameplay, but not really saw how it functions. I don't seem to have that pull that Jet Nestle has. But oh well. So I still experiment with opening up random game night to co-coms in general. Not just the Screech Squad server. How is it, by the way? Oh, damn. I'm beginning to think we are not going to be clearing this thing today.
Alrighty.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
All I did was light my fire and yap about making tiki masala over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I made the joke while moving Blondie. And remind me, did you see that somebody got a lawsuit over the Lion King theme a week or two ago?
No, I didn't. What was that about?
It was a comedian that... It was a African comedian got asked, like, what does the song translate to? And he said, like, jokingly, here comes the lion, what's after the lion? And you may be thinking to yourself, is that not what it translates to? It's 1-to-1, apparently, what it translates into.
Huh.
But one of the composers thought that, like, the way he said it as, like, a joke is brand damaging. Like, imagine the case that got get thrown out. But it's, like, weird.
It's only brand damaging if people take it seriously.
Yeah.
Also, it's easy for a lot of Disney shit to not be taken seriously when the CEO and stuff and people in charge keep making crap.
I kind of feel sorry for the new CEO. Because there was a post going around by that discussing this account. About how Doomsday's gonna be like 2/3 AI. It was a joke, but people believe that. Like, I'm still very neutral on the man, but, like, that neutral is at least better than, like, contempt.
Because better than Bob.
Both the Bobs.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly Iger's writing another book now that he's no longer the CEO again, but, like, I don't know. When it's gotta be, like, going back over the stuff of the past book. I imagine it's gotta be able to revive the distant, if anything. I have aspirations of being a president of the United States. Oh, Iger, what happened between the last book and now? Things fell apart at Disney.
And I also don't want to be in charge of the United States right now.
I don't think that's a factor.
I mean, I
But, like,
wouldn't want to be in
Bob-
charge of the United States right now.
Iger wanted to be the president during Trump's first administration. But I don't think he really cares about what Trump's been doing under the second one. That being said, an Iger presidency would be a disaster for America.
Mm-hmm. Already put Disney in the shitter. What's to stop him from doing it with the country? Don't get me wrong, the country's also fucked up as well.
I mean, there's lots of other countries that would be perfect for a 51st state under Iger. The 53rd, the 54th, and the 55th.
I must own it all.
Well, that's basically the entire MO of Disney under Iger. Like, the money was starting to dry up, go buy another company and see, or milk that to
Buy
death.
it, fix it, there's it, dive it, there's it, grab it, upgrade it.
Or downgrade in the case of Iger.
Mm-hmm.
They're checking it, make her gay.
Wasn't that Kathleen Kennedy?
Yes. But South Park throws on Kathleen Kennedy with that because they'd already done an episode on Iger.
Mm.
Got South Park banned in China for a little bit. Oh, the
cares?
joke on it was Mickey Mouse sucking off.
Kim Jong. No, that's Korean. The Winnie the Pooh guy.
Yeah. I don't remember his actual name. Well, regardless, Winnie the Pooh took offense to it and banned South Park, and I believe it got unbanned.
If you're offended by small things like that, maybe that's more of a problem with you. And considering what he does to his own country, that makes sense.
I feel so sorry for, like, the non-upper class Chinese people.
People just trying to live.
Yeah. Like, one of the best thoughts that came out when China had the Olympics recently was that sort of like the state-of-the-art, like, Olympic village. And then, like, right beside it was a slum.
Oh, like Metropolis and the slums.
More or less.
Or Metropolis and Gotham. Because isn't Gotham right next door to Metropolis?
Sometimes. Like, sometimes it is for convenience, but, like, I feel like a lot of writers took at face value the fact that Superman can just fly between the two. It's like, well, Superman can do that with Antarctica. That doesn't mean it's right beside America. No, not Antarctica, the North Pole.
Arctic.
Like, within reason, but, like, that reason is, like, interplanetary travel. Superman can kind of just go wherever he wants on a whim. How there's a manga about Superman, which is just him just flying over to Tokyo and just tasting the sushi.
I'm pretty sure Flash does on his Saturday night.
Probably. Been mean to read the manga I just mentioned because it sounds really wholesome actually.
That's one thing that kind of saddens me about Young Justice, Wally West. He's fast, but he's actually much slower than the other normal Flashes.
But I think it's true for the comics as well.
For a bit, but then he eventually became faster than Barry. Which again, I would like to see Wally return to Young Justice. Whether or not they do it, it's up to the writers. Because he basically
Fuck.
disappeared the same way like Wally did, or Barry did, or one of the two, where they got lost in the Speed Force. Now, I know that the creators state that no one knows of the Speed Force in that universe, but that doesn't discredit the fact that a Speed Force does exist. I think the only thing was the main writer, the creator of the Young Justice series, said he didn't really care for the concept of Speed Force, though.
Which I don't fault him on that one. But like, it's a good idea for like explaining like the logical hole in the Flash, but like, it's one of those things where, like, the further you stretch it, the more like constrained it gets. Like, I feel like when Flash writes it's at least a hole in the plot, like some point where like, yes, Blondie Cat? I'm trying to have a tangent here. You know, I feel like when Flash writers have hit a wall, that's when they start really bouncing out the Speed Force. But at the same time, like, the Speed Force can have really interesting concepts like the Black Flash.
Which I like what they did, where they introduced him in the CW show. Where he was Zoom. Or an undead Zoom. I think it was Hunter Zolomon. I think.
I think Hunter is different. I was trying to remember what Hunter is now. I'm just having one of those days.
All I know is he ended up being the like coming off as this of Earth 2's Flash, but he was a prick like villain that was masquerading as two different Flashes. Even captured Jay Garrick from Earth 3. Which was meant to be the Flash from the 90s series.
Yeah, weird.
Again, early CW stuff was really good. And then it got bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like once Prices on Infinite Earths ended, that's when everything just started going to shit. Don't get me wrong, there were definitely cases of early of that stuff. But it really
some people
felt like it was
cite
going
Prices itself as being real bad.
Some good moments though. Got
I
conclusion
like
to
that they
Smallville
acknowledge the original
story.
Supergirl. I like the idea to see us echoing in the multiverse to this day. Like, even with, like, good guy anti-monitor, still less like a reminder. The part of me does think that, like, if we ever get a total reboot of the DC universe, maybe that should stop. But I don't think we're ever gonna get a total reboot at this point. So, Tommy does kind of wish that, like, we would get a Supergirl with a bandana as, like, costume or something in video games. Is that, like, little acknowledgement? I suppose the best place to do that was Injustice, and, like, if there was a costume like that, like, don't remember, don't really care about the armor system. I suppose I should give context to that, shouldn't I? Golden Age Supergirl wears a bandana. One of the things that, like, separate... Well, late stage Golden Age Supergirl wears a bandana. One of the things that separates her from, like, most incarnations. When Crisis on Infinite Earths happened, via, like, the Anti-Monitor attacking, they need to buy time to, like, destroy his gun that would just, like, completely erase people from existence. Golden Age Supergirl and Barry Allen just dived in. Barry was focused on the gun going inside, like, disabling it, whipping it apart, all that jazz. But, like, if he went in alone, the anti-monitor would just fire and no more Barry Allen. So, Kara tanks a shot of the get-away gun and uses her time left just punching the anti-monitor. And punching him and punching him and punching him. Clark arrives just in time to see her final moments. This is what echoes throughout the multiverse. But when the anti-monitor pulls back out of his gun and points it at Clark, it starts to, like, break apart. Unfortunately, like, the breaking takes Barry's life as well. Barry originally, like, gets better, which is where I think the Speed Force idea starts, actually, if I recall correctly. The idea was Supergirl was never supposed to get, like, another version. It's kind of been followed to this day. Because that particular Supergirl does not show up again. It's, like, a different Supergirl. But in practice, if I hold two pictures of Supergirl, one from the Golden Age and one from, like, modern day, and ask some random on the street, are these the same character? I just get told yes. Corporate wants you to identify the difference between these two pictures. They're the same picture.
They're the exact same. The exact same.
But, like, for the anti-monitor, it was supposed to be, like, destroyed, but, like, during the New 52, he got introduced by as a good guy. But it's okay, because he's got a family, and they're all evil. And I'm just like, eh.
Again, some of the New 52 shit was pretty good. It's just unfortunate not all of it was good.
Yeah. It feels so
I mean, the
cliche to
Batman.
talk about, but like, when you talk about DC characters, unless they came after the New 52 or during it, you're just talking about like how rich their history is, and then it's like, along came the New 52.
It's like I remember the Batman stuff being some of the best stuff from New 52.
So,
I think
Batman also
New-
had a lot of nonsense to him during that era.
Didn't it also introduce the Court of Owls,
Yep.
which I remember being a pretty big storyline.
It's a good story, I just hate them, because like, it's another, like, secret underground cult controlling Gotham. Like, okay, there's like 6 of them now. Must I dog on the Absolute Universe? That's why I don't actually mind the idea of them going to that universe. But at least in the Absolute Universe, they are the underground cult. As opposed to the mainstream universe, where like they're back of the line. But like, a lot of Batman's problems during the New 52 comes from who made that decision? I don't remember. They decided that all of Batman's lore takes place over the course of 2 years. One of the big holes to that is, how old is Damien?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Something else
just
to find
saying,
out is that
Damien's not a toddler.
Didn't Talia date RAPE Batman?
It was consensual, and then I want to say it was Scott Snyder. He wrote about the books, but he was under the impression that it was like rape. Which, to be fair on Scott, you are dealing with characters who have got like 50 plus years of history. You gotta make mistakes. But when people were pointing out to him that that's not what happened, he did retcon the retcon. So it's back to being consensual, and like, it's being consensual much, much longer than it's been unconsensual.
Okay.
But unfortunately, like, we do follow, like, the sock factor. And the idea of Batman getting raped is very shocking. Like, I believe the other Scots... The other Snyder wanted to adapt the rape. It's like, can we not?
Yeah, like what?
I mean, great. But like, to double back to Scott, like, again, accidents happen. Like, Superman's the one that's like almost 100 years, but like Batman's like what, 3 years behind?
Yeah.
Like soon, both of them will have like 100 years of history.
And be copyright free.
I'm kind of looking
Public
forward to
domain.
that.
And it's the first things that are gonna happen are horror films.
Which I might pitch like a horror film with Superman, but like from the perspective of like the World War II funny mustache militaire. Hey, you know what? I kind of want to see that one.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I didn't listen for that one. Alright, what do you want to be? I want to be the... Yeah, that gets thrown out the window. Like, do I think that's actually going to happen? I think somebody's going to try it, but it's going to be a lot of, like, thrown-in horror movies, sadly.
Superman kills Lois Lane, and then I do. I was like, didn't he already do that in Injustice?
To be fair, that was being tricked via the Joker gas.
Yep. That was the equivalent of coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb.
Yeah. Even like called attention to in the story. Especially in the comic where like Superman just like bursts through the wall, grabs Joker and just like snaps his neck or something.
I think he in the game he stabs his whole hand right through him.
I prefer the comic.
My favorite part of the comic is Plastic Man.
Yes.
And the movie as well.
I forget his name, but like the guy who voice acts Plastic Man across like DC works does such an amazing job.
It changes a lot though.
And greatly abridges it.
I liked him in the Batman Brave and the
Brave and the
Bold.
Bold.
Because I love one of his lines where he comes and looks at all the like flags and voting shit. It's like, the circus is in town. I'm like, that's so fucking accurate. I'm like, holy shit. I think Dana Schneider voices him in the Justice League action cartoon. If I remember correctly, Dana Schneider is the voice behind Master Shake.
Yeah, I can hear that. I forgot Justice League actually existed, to be honest.
Surprisingly, I've heard it's a really good cartoon.
There's an amazing episode starring the Joker, where like he just like grabs a taxi as an escape vehicle, and then like there's some guy that's like chatting him in the background. Like, hang on, you sound familiar, and it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad Mark is retired now, but like, he really was one of the best Jokers we've had.
That's right. He's no longer going to be voicing Joker. Because there's no point if Kevin's not involved in it. Also, it's a good way to rest his voice.
Yep. Like, I think Batman will be fine long term because we have like good Batmans throughout the years, but like Kevin's left some good. Kevin's left some big shoes to fill.
Troy Baker, Diedrich Bader, Roger Craig Smith. Hell, even the guy that voices him. Wait, did they get Kevin Conroy back for the recent cartoon?
The Crisis on Infinite Earths one?
No, the other one, the Amazon one.
I don't think they did. I think he was dead by that point.
Mm.
I'm curious now.
There's also the old
where
one
the
from
Batman are.
It was the one from The Batman, which I think was all I know is he was the voice of Spider-Man in the two PS1 games, and was Luis in Resident Evil 4. Something Romano.
Batman the Caped Crusader.
Mm. Is that the new show?
The one
Or
from
the one
Bruce 10.
Was that it? Yeah, because that came out like a few years ago.
Oh god, I forgot that was also J.J. Abrams' production.
Was it any good?
From what I've heard, no. I haven't bothered with it. Like, the general opinions that I've heard is that, like, it tries to reinvent the wheel and not in, like, an effective way.
Mm.
Apparently, Batman in that was voiced by Hamas Linklater, who looks like the guy that Lex Luthor shot in Superman. And he must be a actual actor, because I've behind the voice actors only has one role listed, and that's Batman. And before it is the same guy Lex Luthor shot.
Was that the recent Superman movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, so he was his voice actor was Indian?
He looks it. And a Hamas. What nationality is that? Oh no, he's American.
Oh, I mean, he was probably born in America, but
Oh, he's a playwright, so he is like a real life actor. And yeah, the pictures I'm looking at now look less like that guy in Superman. I'm looking at his walls, and there's nothing that, like, springs to mind. Catches my eye. Apparently he had a one-off wall in Ugly Betty, but, like, I have not thought about that so in, like, a decade.
yep.
But, like, my lasting memory of the Caped Crusader is the gender flipped penguin. And then, like, turning Harley Quinn Asian and then suddenly theming her outfit around yellow. Like, I don't think Bruce Timm intended, like, racism on that one, but it's like, why is the Asian Harley Quinn yellow?
The one where Harley Quinn was more a psychotic psychiatrist
I believe
taking
so.
on like villains and shit.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Surprisingly, people enjoyed that version.
Most I heard were just making the same jokes I just did.
All I remember from that show is, or when before that show was coming out, was the female penguin,
Yep.
which I think was revealed to just be Penguin's mother,
I don't remember.
which makes sense considering Oz has a weird thing for his mom.
And in the comics, Oswald's mum is a member of the Court of Owls.
Mm.
Well, like, depending on the continuity, she's also just like a paranoid widow. Like, Oswald's dad dies of hypothermia out in the rain, so she, like, beats Oswald if he doesn't carry out an umbrella. Which you'd think that would make Penguin more sympathetic than he is. Thoughts occurred to me. How many Batman villains have a pleasant relationship with their mothers?
How many of them even get brought up?
Yeah, that's also, like, really factoring into it.
Harley brings up her mom in that, Harley Quinn show.
as much as I hated the woke period of Harley Quinn, where she was like a adventurous party in Coney Island, there was an idea from those comics that I really liked of Harley reuniting with her mother, like as she was dying of cancer. Her mother, not Harley. And like them just like rekindling and like coming to terms with each other before Harley's mom went bye-bye. It wasn't well written, but like I liked the idea. But like Harley's mother's perspective was basically Harley should stay being a psychiatrist, which is she wrong?
No, not at all. Harley's problem was that she fell in love with her patient.
Yeah. But like Harley's gang just existing, like slowly convinced her, like, maybe she did find something good for herself. Which I look at that gang and think, did she really? But like the thought was there. The idea was nice. And if you're wondering to yourself why I do not describe Harley's gang as a whole bunch of work stereotypes.
Yeah.
And also, like, my lasting memory of the gang is one of... They're, like, not villains, not helpers. He was a bit weird. Called the Toll. Where at one point he gets, like, the arm of a serial, like, sexual harasser crafted onto him. We would cause him to, like, randomly, like, cut feels. The work is a very weird thing when you go back and look at it and, like, dig into it. Like, other than that, it's like Asian stereotypes, Hispanic stereotypes, German stereotype. Ah, the stock standard Italian. Like... G.I. Joe and other such, like, Saturday morning cartoons with, like, tokens in them. At least try to make the tokens cool.
True.
Like, I'm gonna hard pivot to Transformers on that one, because I'm more of a Transformers fan, but, like, Jazz is a lot of stereotypes when you break him down. Jazz is fucking cool.
Yeah. He's an example of a stereotype. Respected.
Yeah. Like, the police car pulls up and starts speaking jive to you and talking about blues. How... Blues. He's called Jazz, sane. Starts speaking jazz like, you want, like, that toy on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's where that kind of thing, like, really starts to fail, like... Just make them cool.
Make them respectable.
Yeah. Like, if you got a stereotype, don't make him, like, incredibly lame, because then you do start to approach the offensiveness.
It's kind of the reason I hate that they killed off Jazz in the first Transformers movie. Michael Bay. It was like,
Didn't he get
it's
whipped
because he
in
was
half?
black. Yeah. It's because he was black, wasn't it?
I would not be surprised, sadly.
Man went out like a fucking G, but like...
But there are some really cool deaths in the Bayformers. Like, we all poke fun at the Bulls, but Devastator, Demolisher? No, it was Devastator.
Devastator.
That was awesome.
Devastator. Yep.
Like, if somebody, like, was behind Michael Bay and just been like, no, no, no dog fucking, you probably would have got much better movies.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
But, like, you want to remember, like, the cool robots doing cool things. And then, like, you either watch the movies or just, like, get reminded about, like, the dog fucking, the, like, conversation about Romeo and Juliet laws. And just wonder, like, what the fuck happened here?
Who was writing this?
Yeah. And why?
I assure you, the dog fucking is an essential part of the plot. No, it fucking ain't.
Also, I'm kind of amazed that we are 80% of this thing.
Almost.
I suppose another thing about Transformers, I should catch up on Skydance's comic series. And that, like, goofy, like, YouTube song. What about Earthspark? What about Earthspark?
What about that piece of shit? I don't care if the animation's good. It's not gonna save a shitty show.
Oh, this feeds back into what I was talking about earlier, like... Oh, well, you've got a non-binary Transformer. Okay, why are they cool?
Why?
They're non-binary. Okay, why are they cool?
That's the problem with that kind of shit. It's that they think, like, oh, let's just do a character that represents something, but then don't do anything with them. Maybe they did. I don't fucking know.
I don't know either, to be honest.
I don't care enough.
It's really annoying in Transformers case, because, like, you got so many templates for it. Like, pointed to Jazz earlier, but, like, Wingblade also springs to mind. Oh, hey, we got a female Seeker now, a little bit before Slipstream. Alright, why is he cool? Well, he's got a katana as he's themed after, like, Geisha. Geisha? Geisha?
Geisha.
Like, oh. Does he's got, like, some, like, pretty samurai thing going on? Yes, actually. Walking.
I think it shouldn't be hard to make an awesome character, but apparently some writers aren't imaginative enough.
Alright, we have the soap. Because my mind's still on Transformers, I just remembered, like, Bayformers with the skids and mudflap.
Yep.
Man, the Bayformer movies were weird.
I liked them growing up. They were funny. But yeah, I don't know what to think of them now.
I liked it like they could combine and like form like a big car. I especially like the start of the movie when like they formed the ice cream truck. I found that a really neat idea. But whenever I watch them now, I just think like, I think it might have leaned a little bit too close to waste them, did Bay? Oh, that reminds me. I hate that I seem to have like a different variation of your like game announcement thing. I mentioned the Hot Toys Transformers last week, and I found out that like the wiki admin that Derek Watt had to call out like publicly is apparently still an admin.
Wow.
But for some reason, one of the Transformers wiki admins really hated the Legend series and how it depicts like the female Transformers. To the point where like he was doing like very worrying messages directed at the artists. Which is why Derek had to get involved. But I like dumb things. I'd like to mention dumb things and not have it be relevant to nowadays. Oh, that's not useful. That's probably what I'm talking about the admins. I know that they're also being obsessed with like trying to link the American G1 and the Japanese G1 in a way that like makes sense for both of them. And I feel like that's just a losing battle.
Make them separate.
Yeah.
Much easier.
But like there was a lady who showed up in G1 for a couple episodes called Marissa Fairburn. In America, she became a couple appearances and then just vanished. Japan made her more or less the protagonist from the human perspective. Like Japan's side, she basically replaced Spike. But like some ways, America and Japan continuity can be very different. You try to combine the two, you're probably gonna have to jump back between like Optimus talking to Spike and then Optimus talking to this one random like American redhead lady.
Were any of the Transformers animes any good?
I've heard they're fine.
Hmm.
Victory is the one that people like, if I recall correctly. So after that special movie they did, I kind of want Trigger to get their hands on Transformers.
Yes. Don't know how or when, but yes.
Well, it's been like almost 20 years, I would say. It's like the
I
last
want a
like
sequel to the animated.
Japan-led Transformers, so it's like, fuck it, give him a chance again.
Yeah, I want animated to get another season. I
Would
hate that
be
it leaves
so
on a cliffhanger.
nice.
Get everyone back if they're still alive.
I was about to
Work
say.
on it.
But sadly, I believe Blur's actor is dead, and he was going to be an important thing.
Blur. No, he's alive.
Really? Is he voiced by the Matchbox guy, the, like, fastest talking man?
Micro Machines.
Like we've seen, sorry.
Yeah. Yep, still alive. Still active.
Honestly, thought he had died, like, years ago.
Nope. Apparently, the current Blur is played by Max Middleman in Rescue Bots.
That name rings the bell. Ring the bell.
Saitama. And Ryuji.
That's a mental limits.
Yep.
But that's a mental limit stuck with me, just like the Cybertronian Saitama.
Hmm.
The Cybertronian war just ends in an afternoon. And Megatron just gets one punched.
Or could probably do it.
Well, Blur, as in the character, is usually a glass cannon.
That's true.
But Saitama could definitely. One Punch Man and all that jazz. This wing is such a pain in the ass. The thing about it is, Spark is finished.
Okay.
Yeah, that YouTube show is still ongoing, but like we must be getting about due for another Transformers show.
I want something more interesting. And mature.
And much as I like
Maybe
and feel the breath of fresh air, that as something that's not that jokey series would be nice.
something that's a spin-off of or sequel to Transformers 1 would be nice.
I feel so sorry for that movie.
Such a good movie. Marketing got fucked for it.
Mm. Like, sound like Paramount's gotta clean itself up, but like, doesn't sound like there's a plan for like giving one's continuity another chance. It's like, I know. Just make it. Was it this stream or last time we met? Sometime I made a little bit of fun of Chuggers just making a comic. But I feel like one, if anything, would. I think it'd be better than nothing in the case of Transformers 1. But like, one's audience did work hard for like what recognition it did get. And I'm very happy for them about that. Like, I don't think we're ever gonna get Transformers 1, 2, or whatever the fuck it would have been called, but like...
Transformers 2.
I hope one day they get thrown a bone. You talk like you're not part of that. I still have yet to watch Transformers 1, I'll be honest with you, dear viewer.
Such a good movie.
How the heck do we get those stains down there?
How about a remake of fucking Beast Wars? Keep the old audio, just remake the animation.
I believe Hasbro put it all up on YouTube, like, recently. And they tend to just, like, go down the playlist and just have it in the background.
There's no way in hell I'm watching it, because as much as I love the audio and the story, I don't like the animation. The animation looks terrible.
I don't mind the animation, but then again, like, I grew up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mind it, but I can definitely see, like, why people think it's aged.
It was one of the first cartoons to be CGI animated.
I think specifically it was number 2.
What was before that? Reboot?
Yeah, Reboot.
It was made by the same company.
Yes, it was. And, like, I get that both sides look really ugly, but, like, Reboot deserves respect for its animation. But at the time, the only people doing animation at that scale was Pixar, with Toy Story. Reboot proved that, like, you could do it on, like, a TV budget. Unfortunately, for looking back at it nowadays, that TV budget was, like, a sou and a pack of bubble gum.
And whatever was found around the couch.
Yeah. It's like, as much as it was a city movie, part of me kind of wishes that, like, they get another shot with Ratchet and Clank.
I mean, the movie that was meant to follow that was the Sly Cooper one, was it?
Yep.
And then it was
Which
like,
that
they looked at how
looked
bad
bad.
that was.
Like, the Ratchet and Clank movie is fine, it's just soulless.
Unfortunately.
But I think you can still make, like, a good movie out of Sly, just, like, you need to, like, unredesign the Cooper Gang.
They need to be more animated. Like, more cartoony. not overly like what they were doing. Go cell shading. Or go with what Spider-Verse does.
Or what Illumination did with Fox McCloud.
That too.
I wish I could get as comfy as easy as you could, by the way, Blondie. Like, if you could hold still long enough for it, I would get a cat cam.
Oh, don't put me on screen. I must be a ninja.
Oh, that's why I cleaned them out. Yes, awesome. Good. We're moving on. That's to remind me to double back. I should actually watch the sequel to Batman Ninja.
I have yet to have seen it, yeah.
Like, I both love the Batman Ninja Catwoman, and I hate her design. That keeps reminding me of Sakura Gawa. Was I convinced that's where the cat outfit in RPGX came from? But, like, Batman Ninja is just wild. It's a good time because of that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Just a lot of armor. Oh, either side. Oh, still a lot to go over here. I wonder how much space I'm gonna have at the end of this stream. Maybe I'll download, like, one of the other Warhammer games. And hell, I think I have a code for that orc racing game somewhere just lying about. Yes, there's an orc racing game. Not much racing actually happens in it. But, like, there's two stompers, and you're supposed to grab bombs and just race to the stomp. The opposing team stomper. Just take it out. It's more like a destruction derby in practice. Like, at the same time, like, it's just fun to crump somebody. Oh, fuck, why did another wing with that stupid mechanic? Oh, let's get started on it now. I suppose if I'm doing racing games, I should bite the bullet and just do a quick look on steady loot carts. You know, that might be a bit tone deaf given the current antics in the V2 Spear. Yeah, but by the time that goes up, it'll be like months long over, so it should be fine. How am I getting back up there? Yes, belly. Hang on, you. What have you been stepping in?
Oh shit, he found me out. Run!
He just runs off into the sunset, despite the fact that it's 9 o'clock at night.
Well, George the road to us? Let's get out of here.
I love that episode. It's such a funny way to end an episode.
They didn't know how to end it. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it. Brilliant.
Like, it's such college student and like the last day energy. Like, that makes it so much better. So, it helps in SpongeBob's case that like SpongeBob's always been about dumb humor. So ending an
Dumb,
episode with
simple
dumb humor is part of the course.
Yep. That's what made it work.
What are we missing here? I might move to scaffolding. But why the bolts is still dirty, I don't see why. Oh, there we go. I like that these random ass pipes are doing me a solid. Eke it out. Uh. Thanks, Jet.
What happened?
Oh, I like that. Well, you moved the scaffolding, I went into the plane.
No, was it actually detailed or was it just a void?
No, it's just a void.
Damn it.
Like, I had no idea why I ended up in the plane, and then I just saw you running away with the scaffolding. Oh, that's what must have happened.
Yeah.
Like, you can really tell that, like, this game was not designed under the hood for 2 players. And I see
That's
to
what
be
the second game is.
yeah. It almost does feel like I'm on my own plane of existence sometimes. Looking at when something moves more than right now.
Well, fuck.
bit more. There we go.
I can't tell if this is the biggest thing we've worked on.
Probably up there at the very least. Just the basically like this sort of temple is bigger. This part of it is the biggest thing. It's fitting that like the biggest thing we clean is Warhammer. Given how
That's
like
fair.
over the top it is. Like, let me see if I can find the Empire Knights that are the size of a small child. A lovely picture that I'm looking for of one just like in the seat of a car. Also, I see you spraying me, so I'm gonna clearly move. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for, but that's still really good. I'll send you your DMs like an Imperial Knight. Like the context of like a Warhammer mini.
I really hope that the Henry Cavill show or whatever for Warhammer goes well.
I hope so too. Though it seems
I'm sick of that.
GW is greatly regretting like letting Amazon dictate the female studies. But that seemed to have pissed off Henry Cavill, and DW tried to make like actual models of the female studies, and apparently they bombed hard.
Just listen to the man. He knows what he's talking about. He knows how to get the correct people on board. But no, let's just make it more problematic.
But the modern audience yet.
There's no modern audience.
I do think it is possible to like get new audiences, but like if you do it at the cost of your old audience, where you just like cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Mm-hmm. You say that, I'm thinking of fucking Stain in my Hero. I think that's what he did actually.
I don't remember what that was now, but like there was something like a couple of weeks ago to like managed to get itself a new audience, but not at the cost of the old audience. It really benefited from that. So I don't remember what that was now. like 3 in the morning.
That's when it'll suck too.
Yeah.
And then you can't get back to sleep.
Yeah. Last fails 3 we did, I was drinking a monster, like, in the corner. I regretted that, because I was up at, like, 3 in the morning thanks to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to Sunday because of that. I'm hoping though that Bobby comes around this weekend just so I can sew Tita. And also how much point there's gonna be if we can't leave the town. Going up. But Sunday's gonna be interesting because I'm also looking forward to random game night. Just because I enjoy those streams. So the irony is not lost on me that random game nights is in the mornings and Trails and Skies in the evening.
The evening. It's a night somewhere.
More or less. Like, is in the UK like a solid 12 hours time difference?
I think so.
Like, it's mostly just called random game night because it rolls off the tongue easier. And even then, because speech impediments, sometimes I accidentally say random game night.
It's time to be a random gay from history.
I mean, some streams is appropriate.
Let's roll. Let's fucking spin the wheel. Let's see what it lands on.
Like that Iconfall game that started up was basically Harry Potter but gay.
Mm.
Like, that was a good game, I don't care. Like, Harry Potter but gay is very stereotypical for a certain demographic, but like, again, as long as it makes a good game, I don't care. You know the same stream Noir showed up in, actually. I'm going to check that, actually. If that was, that's fucking fun. Wait, no, I can't, because that bot hasn't gone up yet. Or not on this tab. No, I was last week, and I can forward the week before that. Oh, the achieved viewers. Oh, no, actually, no, don't tell me more. Where's the did you ever get that What's Today Steam working?
The what?
I wondered how much you remember of that.
No, like what specifically?
The website that I use for random game night.
Oh no, I've kind of no.
One day you saw that one could just like start asking about it.
Shit, must have been interested in something.
Or just drug reports.
That's true as well.
Get the kitty some more. Because he's very petable.
I'm not looking forward to having to find the minor thing on this thing just to clean it.
I'm not either. And I can't tell if 98 means that like we've mostly finished like everything was sprayed, or there's just like some minor parts somewhere around that we're just not noticing. Also, like, waiting for these things to start dinging is a little bit like nail biting. So, like, please start dinging main engine wing. Main engine, sorry. There we go.
Ask and you will receive.
It's almost hard to go piece by piece thanks to how much there is. Have you lifted up the wing yet? There we go. Do you know anything's done? And aside, I like that it's not just wing, it is attack wing. So we gotta be as bloodthirsty as possible in this imperial of ours.
No, it has a weapon on it, so that makes sense.
Yeah, fair. Oh, fuck. Now we'll wash down here some more then. A little bit more. Nowhere near ding, but it would be nice. I need to lower that wing again to what's that las cannon. Almost done up here regardless though.
Uh-oh.
I think he just killed me on that one. So he spawned, like, away from the plane. Well, good news, the lad's can is now cleaned. Bad news, seems like we got a
Bad
couple of
news.
things to find.
Mm-hmm.
But I know one of them is air
Air brake.
brakes.
I found the air brake.
Oh, I done? Canard tip wingtip lights. Canard wingtips. Which one's the canard wing? That's a stabilizer. You working on the canard?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'll go somewhere
Or the
else.
rear armor. I'm on the rear armor, and I found the places that have it. That need to be... Fuck.
Pylons.
Must construct more. That's the meme, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's the rear armor.
Which last can do we not do? Alright, so I'm gonna need to be up there again. Up there we go. Up there we go. Good job, Zane.
Very good.
We'll send you
Yeah,
back to
we'll figure out.
Mario. Another quest player.
Wing-
Too bad.
Wingtip lights.
We don't need a long extension for that now, do we? Oh, a lot of space I missed on this one.
All right, main wing engine. No, main wing turbines.
Heavy bolters. Other side then? No. So these? Don't look fine. Mount. What's the armor?
Main wing heavy bolters.
This is what I'm working on.
Heavy bolter armor.
It's the bolters on the wings. And the armor is the parts to the side of them.
Maybe it's this one.
I found one. I can't seem to find, like, where it's dirty. What the heck is this one not?
I know what it is. Hang on.
Upwards? No. Hey.
Got it.
Are you happy with us, Emperor? What do you mean, no? Fuck the sick during
Beep, boop,
chaos,
bop, boop.
then.
Oh my god, look how long this one was. Oh my shit. And that's all of the Warhammer stuff.
I'm a little bit sad about that, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Alright. What do we got left? Seasonal, Wallace and Gromit, Alice Adventures. Back to the Future, technically, but where do you want to go next? Not so that we can play it now, but just so we have it
I
available
say
to
Back
start
to the
next time.
Future, because that's the next achievements that I got on my list.
Okay.
Because I imagine, given what it is, we might have enough time for the Doc Brown van, depending on what time. Oh, no, it's 10. Never mind, I take that back.
No, at least we'll load in.
Is that what you
Alright.
cuddled up to me, Blondie Cat? Is it time to go to bed? On this side, I know it's
So
not
this-
gonna happen, but I'm half waiting for the terrorists to just, like, drive down.
The Libyans, yeah.
Dumb sail. There's one there really
Alright,
should
well-
watch the Back to the Future films.
Wait, have you never watched them?
No.
Wow. It was the 40th anniversary last year, so. All right. Well, with that being said, folks, we're gonna call it here for today.
Because I want to go to
Get
bed.
about. I need to eat. So, thank you all so much for watching another session of Powerwash Simulator. This was fun. It's a good yap session. I was kind of, my eyes are kind of like drifting, like past the halfway point.
Especially on the plane.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back. Obviously next week for more Powerwash with the Back to the Future. Back with more. I'm going to be starting up Sonic Mania. It'll be probably just a one session stream. That's fine. I just need a bit of a palate cleanser. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Shane, for joining me.
Always fun.
Thanks to Crash and Dream for stopping by. Gonna raid. Who do I want to raid?
IG is
I'm gonna raid
live.
Lovely Montana.
Head over to
That's
Kai.
true. I'm gonna raid Lovely Montana.
Until next time we meet. Be it Power Wars or something else. Good luck. Have fun, everybody. Oh man, I'm feeling that.
Ugh. See y'all next time.
Maybe I do need that get up and stretchy redeem. God damn. I give Kai some love. As per usual, hot mic a little bit.
single time. Oh, well, I guess we got to chat for a little while. Shane, my man, come on in. Do it. Good evening. Hello. We honestly were probably gonna start wrapping up soon.
Oops.
But it's beautiful to see you on this fine, auspicious evening.
Thing kind of reminds me.
How's your night going?
I'm just tempted to,
Rip?
like, get a
but look,
guest
we get
artist
this
for
no
my
matter how
Fugi.
small, right?
I'll think about
Like I
that.
say to people I go on
Give
dates
Kai
with,
some
like,
love
no
and have
matter
fun,
how
everybody.
small, it's about the